Oh, hello there. Glad you come to see us. I'm glad you did because I got a letter today from my cousin, Martha Lou, lives down in Bean Blossom, Indiana. Now, I live in Yuma, so she writes me out to Bean Blossom and gives me all the news as to what's going on in Bean Blossom. And if you're interested, I'll share it with you. Dear Robert, now she calls me that because that's my name. How are things in Yuma? So much has been happening here in Bean Blossom, I just had to write and tell you all. Our neighbor down the road, Henry Spencer, was really proud of his 6 kids. They held a garage sale and raised $143. That is, he was real proud of them until he realized his car was missing. But the big news here in Bean Blossom is the nudist camp they're putting in out in Hodgins Woods. Now, the sheriff sent Sam Boltonhouse out there to patrol the nudist camp. And Sam told him to call in every hour and check in and report. After the first hour, she writ close to the paper. After the first hour, Sam called in. The sheriff asked Sam how things were going. And Sam said, oh, just fine, but he says, my badge is killing me. The other day, Dennis had been out in the sun mowing the yard. When he finished, he came in all hot and sweaty. He undressed and was about to take a shower in all the hot, sweaty like he was. And when I walked into the bathroom, he grinned and said, I wonder what the neighbors would say if I went out in the nude and mowed the lawn. I told him, I think they'd think I married you for your money. Look, our little Tommy has been watching too much TV lately. Just yesterday, he told me that it was illegal for his father and I to enforce his bedtime. He said there is a law against compulsory retirement. Now, I'm not sure if Don and Catherine Hodgins' marriage is going to last. The other day, Don asked Catherine what she wanted for her birthday. Catherine responded, a divorce. Don sort of looked down and said, well, I wasn't planning on spending quite that much money. I was reading the local Bean Blossom Gazette yesterday, and I saw an interesting ad in the Lost and Found department. It read, will the person who left a pair of crutches at a local tavern please call 4369? We want to know what you had to drink. Hazel Atwood and Ruby Sparks are still feuding. You recall Ruby stole Hazel's boyfriend a couple of years ago at the American Legion picnic. Hazel said if sex was fast food, Ruby would have the golden arches over her bed. Marthy and John Fleener have been married now about 2 years. They've been looking forward to their first baby. Well, last week, Marthy had triplets. The doctor said it was fantastic, really fantastic, because it happens only once in 9,216 times. I swear, Robert, for the life of me, I don't see how Marthy found time to do her housework. They had started a chapter of Alcoholics Anonymous in Bean Blossom. Old Doc Stevens told Davy Morris that if he didn't stop drinking, he'd go stone deaf. Davy told him he's going to keep right on drinking, because he said, I like what I drink better than what I hear. In my last letter to you, I told you the local bank is looking for a cashier. When you wrote back, you said you thought they hired a cashier about a month ago. Well, Robert, that's the one they're looking for. We had a big wedding here in Bean Blossom last Christmas. Andy Evans, he's 80, and Berthy Coffey, she's only 64, got married. They came out your way on their honeymoon. They were driving out to Phoenix, and just as they left Flagstaff, Andy began to feel frisky and reached over and put his hand on Berthy's knee. She said, honey, now that we're married, you can go all the way. So Andy drove on to Tucson. Well, that's love and kisses Martha Lou. She's a newsy gal.